Welcome back to Suladan Place, Subnautica, Below Zero. Last time we, finally found the mushrooms, and now I know how to get back there. I kind of need to go back there because there was a, artifact thingum down there that I left because I just wanted to get the part. I've also dropped off the fabricator module and just compressed down to just the storage module and the prawn suit docking module, and gotten the horsepower upgrade. So hopefully we can, move faster. I really don't approve of that thing following me. But we're just going this way. We're going to pretend it's not a problem and just move on with life. Horsepower upgrade did make a detectable difference in how maneuverable it is. And honestly, I guess I could tangent off onto that. Okay. I like the sea truck, don't get me wrong, but I feel like having the sea truck at the exclusion of the sea moth and cyclops is regrettable. I think that all three vehicles should be in the game. The sea moth is the quickest, the smallest, the lightest. It can't go as deep, but it's the fastest vehicle. And it does its job as a scout vehicle, scout and exploration vehicle really well. It also has the ability to have, some storage boxes added to it, but they don't add a huge amount. The sea truck, to me, would then be a step up from the sea moth for where you want to give up some of your speed for modularity and the ability to add to it. Now, my problem with the sea truck, or one of my problems with the sea truck, is that the modules go linearly. So you can have 4 modules. You end up with this just massively long vehicle, and my issue is when it turns, it steers like this. Like if I tilt up, if I tilt down, if I rotate, I'm just rotating around that central axis point. I think that once you have, that's fine when you have 2 modules, like I've got the storage and the prawn suit on it. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, whatever I zapped. But I mean, that works fine when this is all you have. But when you go out and you have this long noodle of a 4, when you have all 4 compartments on it, I think that its steering should switch over to a more cyclopean, using the WASD to rotate instead of strafing. Because that would allow you to balance the light sea truck and heavy sea truck against one another, with them each having their own unique benefit. I also think that the sea truck would be benefited if instead of attaching them straight this way, I had the ability to stack 2 high. Not to have 8 modules, but the choice of either going in long noodle or go module, 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 module. And then, it would feel more like a mini Cyclops at that point. And then, if you want to go and build the big Cyclops, you would have that option. So basically, you'd have a light vehicle, a light, mildly customizable vehicle, a medium, more customizable vehicle, and then you'd have the Cyclops being the biggest vehicle. It's big, it's clunky, it's slow, but it would have the most customization options. You could swap out different engine types, you could swap out different cabin types, and it has the greatest armor, but at the cost of having the lowest amount of modular attachments that can be made. Now, one of the reasons I think the Cyclops isn't in the game, A, hopefully it's because the game is early access and the Sea Moth and Cyclops will be added later and I will be very happy, but B, I have read some posts saying that Subnautica Below Zero has a smaller map, so it's not felt that the Sea Moth's speed or the Cyclops' size is really necessary because you're never really wandering that far from your base. But honestly, people just love options, and there are so many people that love the Cyclops and that love the Sea Moth that their opinion of the sea truck becomes less, a new thing that I can mess with, and this is all I've got because I don't have the other thing. It just feels like, well, one, the sea truck could really be polished. Like with anything, there's always polish that can be added and improvements that can be made. But there's also a point where it feels like you lost something. You know, it's one step forward, one step back. Having the sea truck is nice, but having the sea truck, the sea moth, and the Cyclops is even better. Okay, now I need my radar map because there's a way to get down from here. And I'm going to try to start using my prawn more now that I can do that. Although, it'll be even better once I... Actually, one thing I'm going to do is pop the drill arm out so that I can pick stuff up. So, like, I walk up and I want the ruby. Boink. Boink. Okay, I mean, it's still a little clunky, but this gives me my grapple and my grabber. Gold. Also, it'd be nice if the prawn suit had some different heads-up display things, like a sonar pulse like the other ships had. Or just stuff that would, you know, work better for that end. But I guess I'm just gonna... I mean, I do need more flowering spore. I'm gonna get out of the prawn and start properly exploring. Grapple run! Okay. I know there's a way to... Okay, it must be that cave over there. So I'm actually going to use the prawn suit for that once I figure out the direction I need to go. That way. You know, the infinite oxygen and all can be beneficial. It's also possible that that's just going to lead me down to the... I'm going to get it out in a minute. Down to the crystal cave. Also, I know I've said this before, but it would be oh so nice to have a little sonar display in the sea truck here. That was one of the things the Cyclops did so well. It made it so nice, and I will never stop harping on how much I love the Cyclops' control, but the fact that WASD rotated, and so basically I just had to worry about rotating and, you know, raising, lowering, and allowing my mouse to look around. You had all these buttons I could push, and I could have a sonar system, and different engine controls, and things like that. I just really, really, really love that, and I miss not having it. I like the sea truck is more maneuverable, but I feel like the Cyclops gave up some of that to then be granted those extra things. So there's all, you know, trade-offs and whatnot. Okay, down here is where I need to be. Need to keep an eye on my depth, though. Are you a spike trap? Bad spike trap. Okay, am I on the right track here? You are a spike trap. I hear you reacting to my presence. Go straight forward from here-ish, that way. Having to leave the controls so I can pull out my Sea Glide to look at a map when the ship itself could have a map is a little sad. Nice Squid Shark. I have Zap Zap. I will Zap Zap. You leave me alone and I know Zap Zap, but you mess with me and I Zap Zap. Also, I'm getting close to the max depth that the sea truck can get, so I will have to switch if things go deeper, but it doesn't look like they're going deeper. I'm just going to park over here. This is the body cache. I've never been here before. This is going to be fancy and new. And oxygen. Don't make noises like that at me. Plant. Fancy plant. I want this plant. Ancient ornamental. Molecular scan, slow cell metabolism. Plant appears to be engaged in a process known as transdifferentiation. Alter stage, new cell type. Plant continuously replaces. So it's basically a plant made of stem cells. Can I have the fruit? Can I has the fruit? Can I has sample? No, I cannot. Okay then. Tis a pretty place. Architect component. Why is there broken bits of an architect lying around? Architect skeleton. Score a 10 on the most hardness, resistant to shattering.
I will use this to construct a skeleton so strong it can bear the forces of interplanetary travel if necessary.
Provided no infection is present.
Correct.
Okay, but here's the thing. Hardness means shattering. I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this. The harder a material is, the more prone it will be to shattering if its impact threshold is... I don't know the technical term for it, but basically, the harder an object is, the more prone it will be to break if sufficient force is applied to the object to cause it to move. Bend, basically. It's why hardened steel, eventually you can harden it to the point that it crystallizes and it becomes really, like it's really sharp, but it will also shatter. Toughness is the ability for the object.
You found, it is one we can use to fashion my storage medium.
Basically, tougher objects will bend when their threshold is reached, and harder objects will break when the threshold is reached. It's why a diamond is really hard, but will shatter if sufficient force is applied. Yada yada yada. Different things. Fountain. Is that just ocean water trickling in here for no good reason? I really kind of hoped there'd be some items in here, like an ion cube or something. I don't even have... Do I have the blueprint to make it? Huh. Polyaniline, synthetic fibers, and aerogel. Wow, y'all's bones is easy to make. Not that calcium is hard to find, but you know what I mean. Well, I guess that's the whole point of coming down here. Quartz. Can I make polyaniline? I know I have the recipe, but I mean, do I even have the stuff it takes? I don't think I have the... Nope. Yeah, I've got hydrochloric acid. I'm gonna need more of those little mushrooms, so while I'm down here, let's grab us up some more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll make a good few of that, and... There we go, got some seeds too. So I guess coming down here is done. Beacon. Hi.
Thank you for undertaking the quest for an alternative storage medium.
I would really love it if you could stop referring to me as a storage medium.
Not you. Your body.
My body is a significant part of who I am and how I experience life.
It is different for us.
Clearly, or you wouldn't have been hanging out in that sanctuary waiting to hitch a ride with me. How did you get in there anyway?
I don't know how much I should tell you.
Not a flattering story?
We came here in search of a cure for the Kara bacterium.
What? Thousands of years ago?
I do not experience time as you do, but yes, that is technically correct. My body was infected before a vaccine could be developed. I uploaded my consciousness to the sanctuary for storage.
Then what?
I waited.
What happened to the others?
I do not know for certain. Some left, others perished. Over time, my connection to them grew weaker. I cannot sense them now.
Helen, I
know you wish me to leave your body. For that, we must find 2 more parts.
Yes, okay, but... What I was going to say was, I'm sorry.
Why? You have done nothing wrong.
Not sorry like an apology. Sorry like I feel empathy.
Are all your human languages so confusing?
All
Context.
The ones I know are.
Context. Okay, so we found that and I didn't see a thing for it, so I left a beacon. Because I like knowing where stuff is, even if I don't ever need to come back here. Speaking of me not needing to come back here, though, I'm gonna like hide that. Generally, the language has enough context behind it, though, that when somebody says sorry, you know kind of what they're saying sorry for, and if you don't, then you can ask. But it's sorry as in I feel for you, not sorry as in I did something. What's this? Ow, can you not? Have I scanned that? Is that a plant I should scan? I think I ran into something. No. One. Why are you not plant scan, yes? Whatever. Also, the ability to look around would make it so much easier to find up and down caves. The Cyclops is just so much perfection. If you combined the modularity of the sea truck with the Cyclops, you'd have my perfect vehicle. I mean, it's like a mini Cyclops. If you just gave me some of those modules, like, you know, the ability to have a little topographical scan. That thing burned way too much power, but it was so useful for, like, seeing distant walls and such. Figuring out the layout of an area without having to do this. Can I just plug my Sea Glide in? Okay, so if we go that way, we'll be free. And then I'm going to wander towards the next point on our map of interest. N6M seems like the next interesting point. Why do you ask? Because that's the one I ended up pointing at first. Also, it's kind of nearby-ish. Some more uranium for all the nuclear stuff that I'm not messing with. Also, going 4 modules long really messes with the Sea Truck's ability to navigate in tight spaces, so going 2 and then 2 would still allow the Sea Truck to maneuver and navigate really nicely. Scrape your belly on a lot of tighter stuff, but then giving the ship the ability to rotate and other, you know, normal controls that one would expect of a ship. You know, usually you'd be using... I'm used to, like, you know, the X franchise ship controls where I'd be using the X and Q and E to rotate and some of these buttons to strafe. I mean, you don't have to worry about backwards and forward thrust or anything like you would in other games, at least. There's just so much more that could be done with this system. Oh, this is the perfect Sea Truck for me right now. Got my prawn suit, got my horsepower upgrade, got a defense mechanism. Got my storage module. I will zap you. I don't care who you think you are. I don't know where it's at.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, we're in a hole now. I need my drill, though. I'm gonna need quartz later. Never actually gotten to drill in below 0, so... About as slow as can be expected, but boy, am I getting a lot of stuff. God. No. No. Pow! I'll punch you. Let's see if this helps. Life lesson learned. Don't grapple to the truck. The storage module survived. The prawn suit dock didn't. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... park the prawn down here. Oh, don't annoy me right now. I will smite you. Okay, I think this is a safe enough spot. Okay, what I'm gonna do is get in the truck, go get a new docking module, come back, pick up the prawn suit. I will zap you if you mess with me. Yeah, you know better. Synthetic fiber! Synthetic fiber! So, okay, I have what it takes to build that skeleton piece, but it's apparently not something I make at my base. Okay, anyway, what does a docking module require? Because I gotta rebuild that. Also that. Oh, plasteel, advanced wiring kit, 3 lead. Why do you require lead? Oi! I love having so many different minerals in the game. It's just a pain when it's the one you're low on is the one you need. And I have been out of, like, lead is not being my friend right now. Look at it, he's just sitting over there with his one eye peeking out the hole. Thinking he hot stuff. Then blowing himself up. Maybe it is a hive, because I think they're respawning. Sulfur plant. Ah. Nests for explosive organisms that guard them. Sulfur has applications in the production of a repair tool. Sure, I obviously don't have one of those yet. Where is the exit? That is a deep and frightening network of down tunnel I see those there. Oh, that's just that. Okay, never mind. Okay, there we go. I got the docking thing rebuilt. I got some grow beds built because I'm tired of not having stuff for the biofuel reactor. I got the afterburner upgrade made for the sea truck. And the peppers do apparently grow back because I picked some earlier. There we go, and I got that full up. Now to go fabricator. Spicy fruit salad.
Fruit salad does not traditionally involve leaves, but at least it is nutritious and warming.
Don't you question my salads. Oh, my goodness, and it looks like it doesn't decay. Well, you're gonna be my, sea truck. You know what? I don't need to bring this with me. I can use that as a backup. Okay, builder. Bring that, put that in. Bring a spare battery, because reasons. I really want to make that recycler so I can condense some of this extra metal. Pick a couple more peppers.
Vital signs stabilizing.
There we go. Just mass consume peppers. No possible physiological issues with that. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be stockpiling those. 10 to 1, those will eventually have a decay meter, but I'm gonna take advantage of it while I got it. There we go. I'm just gonna... Oh my dear, that's where all those went. I knew I had more. Bear with me, I will get this show on the road. I just have to get my inventory all neatened up. Also, that's timing on the sound effect for me coming out of the sea truck is like out of sync with the game. That's not a recording issue, it just be that way. Okay, back on track, going towards N6M. Just gotta make a quick stop to pick up the prawn. Pick up the heavy lobster. Back off. I like how the cutscene sound kept playing even after I'd zapped it away. See, what I initially hoped would happen is that I could grapple to it, and in the process of pulling myself to it, the prawn suit would just dock. Because that would be a quick and easy way to dock. But the prawn suit colliding with the thing then went boom. So that's not a viable method to do so.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hey, lobster. Also need that upgrade that lets me like have a lot more boost time, and that lets me maneuver better when boosting, because that makes docking the prawns so much easier. Okay, and I did get all that out of storage. That is not what I wanted to do. It's dark out here, and having the color palette I've chosen for my ship does not help that. Stick that in storage. You go in power. Well, we've got enough power. on Z13. Where you at? There you at. There you at, N6M. We going this way. Presumably it's just, you know, in a cave down here. It's still a fair bit deeper, but hopefully... It's probably down in the... Yeah, because around here, yep, there we go. There's some cracks I can use. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is park. Get the repair tool, get another beacon. Need to make extra beacons. Watch, I'm gonna forget to do that, however. Hey, it's letting me repair it this time. When in doubt, always keep your ship repaired. You never know what kind of nonsense you're going to come across. Okay, into the prawn. And into the crack. I'm terrified by it. Oh, hi. You know what? I'll eat you later. I don't think this is a hole the prawn suit's meant to go in. But there's ion cubes down there, so... Wow, this is deep. Hey, buddy, we found a thing. Yes, let me repair the artifact. Okay, N6M can be dropped off. I'm slightly oh, okay, where's my prawn suit? There's my prawn suit. That's it, I'm slightly concerned. I really shouldn't have just fallen in here. How do I get back down? This is the beauty of the grappling hook. When in doubt, grapple and slow charge. And it can help pull me through stuff. Not like clipping through, but pull me through holes that are otherwise hard to navigate. Here for a second. I can't look straight up, which is slightly troublesome, but hey, you take what you can get. Hi, docking module. No! No prawn, you are not going back in the hole. Hang here for a second. As long as you're grappled, you don't have to worry too much about falling. But, you know, you will fall. If you... You recharge slower while you're grappled, which is tedious, but I understand it for balance reasons. What am I clipping on? Like, what am I stuck on here? Bahruska. Let me out of the stupid hole! There's nowhere for me to land, so I have to rely on this slow charging, which is obnoxious in of itself. And I have to be careful of my truck. Hey, we're out of the hole. Hi, Vent Garden. I'm not trying to mess with you. I just want to dock. There we go. Good. We're golden. We're good. Right? Everybody happy. Everybody good. Nothing blew up this time. Okay. Oh my. I need to go through this more often. I love that this voice log thing is here. It's just annoying that they're all listed as new. And then they stay that way, and if you don't occasionally go through it, you'll just have lots and lots and lots of highlighted stuff. Is the body cache the one I already went to? I don't know. Turn that off. I can turn that off. Okay, then that's C13. Not going after that one today. Just gonna go ahead and get myself out of this nice, nifty, chalicerate infested hole. Chalicerate, I think? I don't know. Anyway, I don't like being down here with it. So I'm gonna start on our merry journey. I'm kind of glad this game has no conceptualization of, like, getting the bends of ascending too quickly. I figure that would be difficult to incorporate into a game in a way that would be, like, interesting and rewarding for the player to work around. It would also make the air bladder kind of pointless because, you know... I mean, I don't know a huge enough amount to say for sure, but I do know that, like, it's just very important to constantly breathe out as you're ascending because the air in your lungs is expanding and you don't want to, you know, suffer negative issues as a result of that. Very fascinating how pressure affects the volume of air within your body and whatnot. Come on, let me out of here. We good? We're back in safe place? Yep, okay. So, as much as I would love to continue, and I would do so if I didn't actually put a limit on myself, this time to make sure that I don't roam off needlessly. Thought I had more food than that. Oh, that's where I'm putting food. Yeah, we need to name that. Food. Food prep and food. It occurs to me that carrying salt around with me is kind of pointless in a scenario where I no longer have a fabricator in order to make cured food with said food. I'm not going to question that right now. I'm going to put the medkits in there. Anything else on... You know, I can stick that in there. Just going to store that extra stuff. Put the beacon back... No, I'm going to keep the beacon. I'm just going to stick that fish in there, too. And I'll put my repair tool up. There we go. Nice clean inventory, happy inventory. I'm going to go ahead and pause here, though. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we start tracing out the path that this artifact takes us. But anyway, see you next time.